Hello there, do excuse me, I'm sharpening my coloured pencils. I was using them for something that I'm going to show you in a minute. I was using them yesterday and there were quite a few that needed sharpening. I'm normally quite good at sharpening them if I find a broken one, but I must have been doing something or in a rush when I last used them. And you know, sometimes if you over sharpen pencils and then you just start to colour with them or use them and they just snap off. So, or perhaps I was having a bad hand day. So, yeah, so just sharpening these while I'm chatting to you. Something I was just doing, I had 5 minutes before the live. So I will be doing that intermittently. And I've got a few to do. Well, they're not all needing sharpening, but keep this in one of my drawers. But let's first of all move on over to the chat, over to the comments. Wow, we've got people. We have Sharon Jackson there. Hello, Sharon. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Stephen Tina Jewel. I was busy editing a video this morning and you get a mention in it. So you have to look out for that. I don't know when it's going to be posted, possibly next week, but we'll see. It's in my 5K video. Yes, I told you, Steve, I was going to catch you up. Not quite at 5K, but I'm hoping it will be there by next week. So do check you have subscribed. Sharon's saying, hey Dawn, I received my package from Prairie Girl Rocks Alison. She sent me this past Saturday. It was a piece of meteorite and it's beautiful. Yes, any of you who don't know, Sharon likes to collect different rocks and things. Sharon saying she's good. And do go and check out Steve & Tina's, I think their latest video, and they're juicing apples. They're juicing apples. So do go and have a look over there and see what they're doing. I lost my thought then. Oh, so for all you guys here, a big hello. Yay, good news. Steve says we're monetized again today. I've sorted out my issue, I think. Do you remember I said to you the reason? It wasn't I was demonetized, but I was gaining more and more viewers. As I say, almost at 5K. Viewers have been coming in. Subscribers have been coming in. I've got sort of loads of videos with 2K plus. Got one with 9K, I noticed today. So it's all going up and up, and my money had gone down to, I think, €5 a month. So I told you I figured out what it was, and it was because even though my other two channels aren't monetized, because my dancing video, I wasn't doing videos for 1 month for the summer, just having a break on that for the summer. Even though it's not monetized, it was linked into my monetized channel, which meant I was doing less overall on my channels, regardless of views. So if you suddenly start doing far less videos, then your money goes, it would have just kept going down to zero. Well, luckily it's September, and I've started putting videos back up on that channel and my money is starting to come up again. So I did give you a warning about that. If you've got more than one channel, before you're monetized, you have to link in up to 3 channels if you want them ever to be monetized. If you don't want them all monetized, that's fine, but you can't add them on later on. And because I added Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty and my dancing channel, because I'd already linked those, so once they get to the stage of being monetized, I'll automatically do it. I don't have to go into this partner program or whatever it is. It's already all done. It does add those channels in, not the views or anything like that, but if you do less on those, it affects your monetized channel. Where are we? Steve said had to lose 3 months. Sharon Jackson, Sharon saying, Steve, I can't subscribe to your channel because I don't have a blue wrench. You don't need a blue wrench, Sharon, to subscribe to a channel. That is just moderators. you can subscribe. Oh, you're saying, oh, well, Steve, if you put your link up, I think that's what she means. She can't, that's what she's saying. I knew Sharon knew about it. So, Steve, if you put your link up, Sharon can then subscribe to you. What she means is you can't come into your channel via the chat. That's what she means. Yes, Steve. So put your link up. Oh, he's sat down there. Well done. You're ahead of me. Steve, why did you have to lose 3 months? Yes, it's amazing, Sharon. A lot of channels do the right thing all the time. They might make one little mistake. They might not. But there's very big channels out there that deliberately do the wrong thing all the time by subscriptions, by votes, by thumbs up, by everything, by subscribers. Did I say that bit? Because I'm looking for pencils. And because they earn so much for YouTube, then nothing happens to them. But the small timers get penalised for the slightest little thing. But hey ho, we're going forward now. We're going forward now. Reuse content. Oh, they told you what it was. I don't really understand that. When my shorts are reused of my own content, do you mean reused of someone else's content? Because my shorts are reused of my own content. Don't know the use content was. Right, okie dokie, okie dokie. Okay, so let's begin. Let's get the fifth faff over with. The fifth faff. If you don't know what fifth faff is, welcome to my world. Fifth faff is things like this. So sorry for looking down, but I'm still sharpening pencils. You know me, I get twice as much done as a lot of people because I often do 2 things at once. Do you remember when I was doing my lives and I was doing them on my exercise bike? So I could exercise because my lives are normally just over an hour, try and keep them short. That I decided, well, if I was going to be sitting here for an hour, I should be cycling on my exercise bike, and I was doing quite a few lives there. Unfortunately, I'm not healthy enough to do that anymore, but that is a great way to keep fit, do something else at the same time. If you're able to read a book at the same time, you can educate yourself. Maybe you can learn a language at the same time. So do 2 things at once. There is more time in the day than 24 hours if you do more things at once. So fifth faff is odds and ends and silly bits. So my fifth faff is talking today about, I've talked about it many times before. Let me move this around here so I'm not twisting away so much from you. I've talked about it before. A way you sell things in Cyprus is a platform called Bazaraki. So I'm guessing a bit like Facebook Marketplace or whatever that thing's called, something like that. And it works fairly well. You can either make people come and collect the stuff you're selling, or you can post it using ACS, which is like a postal service. And that works well. If you're doing it ACS, there's a charge to send the stuff via them. And you can either pay it as a seller, or you can say to the buyer, you pay the postal, which is what I do. And I don't normally sell stuff using the postal side because it's dance shoes and dance wear. And I say to people, you need to try it on, because I don't want to send it and then you say, oh, sorry, it doesn't fit, and send it back, because you never know if perhaps they've used it once, they needed it for a show or something like that. They use it and then send it back. But this person said they live in Lefkosia, which is our capital, which is a long way away. So I agreed I would send it. I said, as long as you're willing to pay the cost of posting. So we sent it, and then Mike got a message on his phone from ACS, the postal service, and they said she refused to pay delivery. On delivery, you pay for the delivery. She refused to pay it, and it's either in the capital, which is about 3 hours away from us. You can collect it from there, or you can pay to have it sent back to you. So it would cost the same as going to collect it or have it sent back, because obviously it's a lot of petrol. So we've basically got to pay to have our item back. Now, I don't know how much yet the cost is. If it's a lot, it was only a pair of ballet shoes, little small children's ballet shoes. We're not talking a big parcel, a heavy parcel, very light, very small. Now, I don't know yet, as I say, the cost of the postage. If it's not normal post, it's like a courier service. If it was very expensive, I understand she wasn't going to pay a lot for it when it is just that. But if it wasn't very expensive, then she's at fault for saying she wants it and then not. So I don't know, but we'll see. So that's my little fifth. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Sharon saying to Steve, did you get those 3 months back? And Steve says, I don't think so, as no ads. Sharon saying, how are your plants doing? Well, funny enough, I am editing a video of seeds that I've planted, showing how they're doing. I've not long planted some seeds, so there will be a video very soon of the seeds. I've just got to edit it, but how they're doing. So you'll probably get that in the next couple of videos. Maybe that will be coming up. I've just been finishing off the series of how things survived here with no water, because we had our water issue here. I think Blue has still got the GoFundMe site open, because she hasn't sent me any money from what she raised for me. So I'm assuming she's going to try and keep it going once her internet's up and running better. So that will be a big help there. I do have a PayPal. We got it repaired, so we got the water back. But the issue was with that is someone lent me the money to get it all repaired. But of course, we've got to pay them back. So that is a little issue there. So I do have my own PayPal account if anyone is able to help. If I've got it up here, yes, I've got a ticker tape of it. So it's there if anyone can help donate, just so we can help pay the kind person back who gave us the money to get our borehole fixed and our water irrigation tank fixed. So we did raise a little bit of money, but as I said in one video, our generator broke. Mike could fix it, but obviously there's always parts and things for that. So we have that going on. Where are we? Steve saying Tina was eating the corn she grew from Dawn's seeds. I'm seeing a lot of videos on people's channels at the moment where they're showing my seeds or what they're growing, and they mention it. I was talking about Two Doves Bees and Gardens. They had a video up showing you this thing they've got. I don't know if it was a sponsorship or just a friend sent them, but a seed packet type thing, and they come in little pots. And she didn't say anything at that point, but she's got a little thing up showing you her seeds growing, and she's got a bit of paper there saying Dawn's, I think it was cabbage, Dawn's cabbage seeds. So that was really sweet yesterday. Oh, that's really sweet. Awesome, Steve. Yes, if anyone wants free seeds from me, I do a monthly giveaway. It's only on my community post, so you have to go look there. If you're interested in free seeds, just let me know that you grow things, and you will get added onto my long list of people that I'm going to choose each month. But as I say, it's only on this channel's community post, and it tells you there how you get them. I just put up a person each month, and you have to see it, and then you get back to me and I send you free seeds. Steve says, feels like my quad tendon rupture is getting better. Oh, it's all good news. Don't you find that, Steve? Lots of bad things occur and then suddenly it's all rosy again. Looking forward to getting out and making content. Sharon saying that's good, Steve. It certainly is. And there's a link to Sharon's channel there. Sharon saying, oh, good, I can't wait to watch it. Excellent, Sharon. I didn't get any, says Steve. Didn't get any of the corn, was it? You didn't get any of the corn. Sharon says, Dawn, that's why I wish I could hit the lottery so I can help people like you. You'd never have to pay me back ever. Oh, bless you, Sharon. Aren't you adorable? Sharon says, Steve, you didn't get any corn. That's really funny. Okay, let's do a bit of an odd one. I haven't done this for a while. And that's why I'm doing it as Blast from the Past, because I haven't done it for a while. I have weird dreams. Fast forward if you're watching this back later and you're not interested in my crazy dreams. So I thought I would share with you two that I had last night. One, I can only remember a short little bit of it, but it was this man who was going diving in the sea, and he had a diving outfit on, but he didn't have like the black sort of headpiece, the headgear stuff, and he didn't have a snorkel or anything like that. But what he did have was a trilby hat on. And he dived into the water with his trilby hat on, and he's swimming around under the water with his trilby hat on. And we're looking over the side, and I'm saying, how's he even keeping that hat on? And they're saying, oh, we think he puts like piece of elastic on to keep it on. And I'm like, why does he swim with this trilby hat on? They said, well, he has a fake hairpiece. And obviously he can't take his hat off and go in the water, it will fall off, and he can't have elastic on that. So he says he likes to swim with his trilby hat on. What's that about? Oh, what's that one about? Oh, dear. And then, because I go from dream to dream, goodness knows how many dreams I have. But the next dream was, I was saying to everyone, I've got this new hangout place you can go to. And they all came, and it was a playground, just like concrete. Imagine like a football pitch of concrete. And it was just this concrete enclosed, like a tennis court, a hard tennis court, and it had a wall all round quite low, and then like the tennis court had all that wire netting all round, wire fencing round. And they came in and went, like, it's a bit dull. Why would we want to hang out here? And then this man came out, and he knew me, and he'd come there to be with me, and he had wooden stilts, you know, like the really high wooden proper stilts that you walk on, like clowns and that use. And everyone's like, cool, can we have a go, and it suddenly became the coolest hangout because my friend had brought along some stilts. So I left everyone there. They were quite happy. It was a new hangout. So as I'm walking out, there's this lady walks up to me. She says, oh, excuse me, I don't know if you can help me at all. But she said, I'm about to be on a TV program, like a phone-in quiz type thing. And she said, they're going to phone me, but I need someone else to like play the game with me. But you have to be in the studio, and then you have to like talk to me through the phone. Would you do it? And I was like, well, okay then. So she said, it's just down there. Go in the studio and say you're the one who's going to call me on the phone. So I went in there, and it was a quiz game, and I get to see a sentence, and then I have to describe to her the sentence without saying the words. And you couldn't spell out things like getting her to say hen and say with the first letter of that. You couldn't say the letters, do that. And that was more or less the rules. And they said it's one sentence and you've got a time limit, and then she's got to get the whole sentence before the time runs out. And she wins like millions. I can't remember what it was, but she wins millions. So I thought, yeah, sounds like fun. I like games. So they said, right, got her on the phone. Time starts now. They opened this book up, and the sentence said it was a really long word, and it was a word I'd never heard of. It was an enormously long word. And then it says about this word is blah, 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 blah. And it said about this word. So, just before the woman had gone, she explained it was, you're going to have to get me to say something. So I said to her, we'll get a pen and paper and have it by the phone, because if it's saying words, I'll break a long word up and you'll have to remember all the little bits of the word you do. So I start breaking this long word up. So I literally do syllables, and if it makes a word within a word, and I'm going along. It's such a long word. Time's ticking down. I haven't got this big word out yet. And I know she's writing all these bits down. So I'm just saying correct, no, yes, correct. And in the end, I'm thinking this time must nearly be running out. And in the end, because she's got it written down, once she got this long word, and it's saying is or word that, and she's basically guessing what the sentence is going to be saying. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. And then there was a word, it said this word is. So I thought, how can I do is? So I said, what do you see with? And she said, your eye. So I said, right, what is that sound? That is the first bit of a two-letter word. So she said, two-letter word begin with I. So I hadn't said the letter I. Two-letter word begin with I. And then she's quickly saying all the two-letter words begin with I. So we worked really well together. She was calm. I was calm. I was just hammering through all this sentence and was doing really well. Anyway, she had said every single bit as I'm giving her the clues. I'm saying yes. And then next bit, yes. And we've got all, and just as the time was up, she said the last word. And then there was silence. I was like, well, we got it all out. Does that count or does it not count? And obviously the host wasn't sure. She had said every single part of everything. So he probably wasn't sure. So he said, right, he said, you have said it all, but to clarify, you've got the sentence correct. You need to say the whole sentence without any mistakes. And I knew she had it written down. So as long as she read it right, she was okay. And she read it all out. And there was an audience with me, and they were all like, because she got it all right. And he said, accepted. And he said, right, she's won $1 million or whatever it was. And I remember thinking, I wonder if she's going to share it. And then I woke up. So I don't know. Oh dear, that's my funny chat for today. Oh dear. Sharon saying that was a weird dream, Dawn. Sharon says, yes, I know what stilts are. Sharon says, wow, weird dreams, Dawn. Always. 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 I think it's because of my brain damage. I think there's so much goes on in my head. No wonder I do sleep, but obviously my brain doesn't rest. Okay, let's go on to our new quote for Monday's Quote Corner. I do see a lot of lives have been doing these little interludes recently. So that's nice to see that people are doing what I do on my lives, because no one was doing them when I was doing them. I've been doing them for eons, but I see a lot of people obviously think it's a brilliant idea and have been doing little interludes in their lives. Let me just say, keep them short though, guys. I did watch a live the other day, and the intro with all little bits was over 12 minutes long before the live even started. So keep it short, guys, because new people tuning in want to see the live. Let's do this. So on my Wednesday lives, I share my cross stitch with you, and I'm now sharing on Mondays what I'm new to is embroidery. And I showed you last week how I've done my own little idea, that I found a picture I want to try and embroider, and I'm outlining the picture just with a simple back stitch. Forget the green, that was my first attempt. That's going to be a bit different, but I'm now deciding to outline the bits of the picture I want. This is paper and I've got material behind it, and then when I've done all the outline, I can take the paper away, and then I will be doing embroidery on this. I like doing this because I can do this while I'm watching a film, whereas cross stitch I have to lay out obviously the pattern and the code and keep changing threads. So I've got a little further with this, because with the paper I was trying to do this first. It looks a mess, but it's not, because the back is neat and tidy. It's just because you can see bits of paper and not. But I thought, no, outline it all first, then take the paper away. And that is the progress since last week, doing the outline. And we'll see how that goes, if it works or if it doesn't work. We'll see. We can't experiment, because I like to try things different ways. Sharon saying, wow, over 12 minutes long. What in the world were they thinking, Dawn? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I mean, often I might be on my laptop and I'm editing a video or posting my videos. Then when I've done one, you're on YouTube, and if I suddenly see someone's live, I might click on and say, can't stay long, and then watch a little bit. But when you're sort of sitting there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you still haven't seen anything, it does make you click off. Sharon saying, Dawn, I really like that. That's going to be beautiful after you finish it. Oh, thank you. If you tune in on Wednesdays, you'll see my cross stitch that is very close to being finished. And that is super pretty. It is super pretty. Steve will tell you that, because he's been watching the progress of that one. I show it every week as I make progress. And Steve and Tina have been watching that since day one. So yes, really nice. I enjoy doing it. It's good to keep my hands moving, so it's very good for that. Steve said, I feel so lazy seeing how much Dawn does. I don't. Sharon said, okay, I sure will. Thanks. Bless you. How much Dawn does. And there's me saying to Mike, might have a lazy day tomorrow. I've been doing so much on the computer lately. I haven't really done much else, because, as I say, I've got Workaway volunteers coming soon, and I want to get a lot of editing done and work out. I'm doing a lot of narration at the moment. Yeah, so I've been office based, if you like. I've been sat here. I feel like I've been here all day. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to the salvage dump again, the where you take your rubbish that isn't rubbish. It's like your broken things and that kind of stuff, not your food rubbish. And hopefully we might come back with something else. I love doing my salvage hauls for you. Okay, let's move along. And let's do this. Okay, so today's hacks, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 I've got marked to do today. This is about cleaning in the kitchen. And the first hack is, after washing a bread bin with soapy water, rinse and wipe the inside with a vinegar moistened cloth to prevent bread becoming mouldy. And the next hack is to keep a fish board fresh, clean away the oily stains by washing with soapy water and then scrub with mustard powder. Leave for a few minutes and then rinse off. And the next one is, remove the smell of fish or onion from your hands by dampening them and rubbing with salt. Then wash and rinse. And the last one for today of these, clean scraps of meat or onion from your mincer by passing a piece of stale bread through it after use. This can be added to the dish to help to thicken the mixture. So a double tip there, basically. Nice double tip. Going back to the chat. Stephen Tina Jewel says, this is Steve, says, I've been a couch potato for the last 2 months. Yes, but you've been injured. You've been injured. Isn't it funny? We often think, oh, I'd like to just be able to do nothing, even if you're an active person. Sometimes it's nice to just have a day when you don't have to do something. But as soon as you've got an injury or an illness, you want to get up and go and do stuff. Sharon says, hey, Dawn, don't sit there long periods of time. Take breaks, get up and move around. I certainly do, Sharon, and that is really good advice. It's really good. It's good for your eyes as well. Yes, whereas I've been sitting here all day, I get up. Because of my lupus, I have to have little snacks rather than like big meals or meals later, like before my live. Now I have to eat my last food of the day. It's 6 p.m. here now, for those who think it might be morning. Why having your last meal of the day in the morning? No, it's just over after 6 p.m. at night here now. So I get up. I do get up and move around, or get up and go to the toilet, or get up and see what Mike's doing, that kind of thing. But yes, very good advice, Sharon, for sure. Sharon saying, well, Steve, with the injury you got, I don't blame you, you know. Steve said we had a wonderful summer as well. Did you get a tan line around your your thing? Fall is coming. Certainly is. Fall is coming. Look at Steve with the Canadian and Americanisms. I do that in videos. I have to say fall, or people go, what are you talking about? Autumn. We don't really have autumn here. We just go straight into spring, which is like our autumn, I guess. Sharon saying, Steve, here in South Georgia, the summer gets very hot. Sharon loves the fall. I like fall time here only because it means I might be able to get out and do some jobs outside. It's just been incredibly hot. I went out yesterday or Sunday, I think it was. I went out and literally just picked some pine cones up, because I've got pine trees all over my property, and pine trees. And I picked some pine cones up just to put in a pile for the winter, for the fire. And I just got so hot doing it. And I said to Mike, I had intention of going around all the garden and picking it all up, but no. Steve stayed away from the stairs. No tan. I was concerned for you. Okay, let's go on to this. Okay, let's do the joke for today, still from my book of after dinner speeches. And this one says, We reveal our national characteristics in the small incidents in daily life. For example, the response to a request for another lump of sugar in a cup of tea. In England, this is a most civilised experience with a Georgian silver sugar bowl plus sugar tongs being offered on a fine silver server with a delicate Nottingham lace mat. In Ireland, the brown paper sugar bag will be shoved along the bare table at you if you want more sugar. In Scotland, your hostess will smile thinly and say, "But are you sure you stirred in the first lump thoroughly first?" So that's quite funny. That is quite funny. Very good. Steve saying, "Feels like an Indian summer. I'll keep my fingers crossed as that would be nice." I really dislike strongly rain. I won't go out if it rains. But the good thing about rain is now I have a garden. It means I haven't got to go out and water. So even rain is a good thing now. Sharon saying, "Be right back." Yes, Sharon saying, "Steve, I don't blame you. With your injury you definitely should avoid the stairs. Most definitely. Most definitely. And you obviously need a lift to get in and out of that boat now." Oh, poor Steve. Poor Steve. Poor Steve. Sharon saying, "Dawn, I love rain." And she's off again. She obviously heard about the rain. Okay, let's go on to this. So we're continuing with our book of birds currently. I keep saying there's not many more. Oh, there really isn't. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 more including today's, and we'll have to look at something else. So today we're talking about the carrion crow. And this is, of course, from the crow family, and its length is 47 centimetres, which is 18.5 inches. So here he is. There, that's what he looks like. So how are we going to identify him? He'll come back light in a minute. Click my fingers and then it comes back light. So he's got a strong black bill. The carrion crow is all black without the bare grey face of a rook. Like other members of the crow family, the carrion crow is shy of people. If not persecuted, it becomes tame enough to search for food in gardens, which unfortunately includes the eggs and nestlings of small birds. While adult crows live in their territories, the non-breeding young gather in flocks. The carrion crow may interbreed with the hooded crow, a race of the carrion crow distinguished by its grey body, which lives in northern and western Europe, including Scotland and Ireland. Voice. There is a number of caws. A repeated cra 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 is the male song and is given while jerking the head up and spreading the tail. You can hear an angry ark, ark during territorial disputes and a longer ah when the crow is alarmed. Just like that, you'll think it's me in your garden, but I assure you it is a bird. Feeding. The crow eats a broad range of food, including carrion, grain, acorns, potatoes, insects and their larvae, snails, worms, and the eggs and nestlings of other birds. Surplus food is hoarded. Bird table. Bread, meat, potatoes, and other kitchen scraps attract crows. Crows scan the lawns for worms. Nesting. The substantial nest, built by both sexes, high in a tree fork. It is made of 3 layers, an outer cup of twigs, a middle layer of fine twigs, roots, earth and grass, and a lining of hair and bark fibres. While the female incubates the eggs, the male stands guard, warning her of danger, as well as bringing food to her. Nesting information. March to June. 1 brood, 4 or 5 brown speckled greenish eggs. 17 to 19 days incubation by the female. 32 to 36 days fledging, and 4 weeks until independent. So, hope you enjoyed that. Did you learn something new today? Can you hear Mike outside my window? He said, no, I didn't. Steve saying we have a lot of crows here, very noisy. Very noisy. We have mostly magpies of the noisy birds. Mostly magpies. The crows would tend to hear different crows. And oh, I've just kicked the waste paper basket over with my foot because I had it there for sharpening my pencils. We do have rooks and crows here, but they hang out more by the goat farms across the valley because obviously they can get better pickings there. Definitely. Okay, let's go on and let's do, what number do I want? 4. Okay, let's play a game we haven't played for a little while, and this is true or false. What of these statements are true and what of these statements are false? So you've only got to say true or false. The first one today is Pepsi Cola produced a yogurt flavoured Pepsi for sale in Japan. So you can true or false, or you can just hit T or F if you find that easier. Pepsi Cola produced a yogurt flavoured Pepsi for sale in Japan. What you say, Mike? Mike's saying true. It'd help if I'm on the comments and I can see. Steve and Tina Jewel say true. I have to remember always you're on a bit of a delay, so I have to wait sometimes before I see your comments. Pepsi Cola produced a yogurt flavour Pepsi for sale in Japan. That sounds quite disgusting. I would have said false. I know I have the answer here, but I do tell you the truth, what I think. So the answer is true. So I would have got that wrong. The answer is true. So Mike and Steve got that correct. Okay, let's do another one. The most popular pizza served at Formaggio Pizzeria in Sweden. It must be a very popular one. Steve saying yes, disgusting. Do you know it, Steve? The most popular pizza served at Formaggio Pizzeria in Sweden is the banana curry pizza. Mike says false. Steve doesn't know the Pepsi yogurt. You just think it sounds disgusting. I was concerned for a while you didn't know it. The most popular pizza served at Formaggio Pizzeria in Sweden is the banana curry pizza. Is that true or is that false? True or false? What did you say, Mike? True or false? True. Huh? False, you said. What, banana curry pizza? Yeah. Is it such a thing? Is there such a thing as banana curry? I don't know. Steve saying yes. The answer is true. It's true. The most popular pizza served at Formaggio Pizzeria in Sweden is the banana curry pizza. It is true. Huh? Mike's saying they got no taste. Okay. Do you remember the game, The Floor is Lava? Someone would suddenly shout anywhere, anytime, the floor is lava, out in the street, in the house, in school, and everyone had to get their feet off the floor, right? Just in case you didn't know what it is. So the Floor is Lava game was invented in the 1890s in France. Is that true or is that false? There was a craze of it in the 2000s somewhere. No, it's a kiddie thing. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it just became a trend, I think, on YouTube, and people would like have their phones out, suddenly shout it, and people go there. Steve saying false. Well, I thought it was only a trend then, but apparently it is false. But it was invented in the USA in 1950. Long time ago, says Steve. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? To us, you think, oh, 2000s, that wasn't that long ago. But then you think, oh, Yes. Steve, can you make the crows go away? Okay, next one. Oh, let me write down I've done that one. Because if we come back to this game another time, I don't know which ones I've done. Okay, true or false? Some people is a trend to play hide and seek with cats. Some people, it's a trend to play hide and seek with cats. Steve saying, I wish Sharon. So is that true or is that false? Well, I would have said true because I often go, oh, let's see if I can find the cat. So surely that's true, isn't it? Sounds a bit obvious. Steve saying true. Mike said not if you force them to do it. But I do, don't I? I often just go and see how many cats I can find. So, yes, of course, it's true. I can't see how that couldn't be true, really. Dawn is a cat lady. Do you know, I'm not really a cat person at all. I love my little darling cats, but no, I had dogs. I had dogs in England. I had Yorkshire Terriers, but now I seem to have cats. Yeah, I did. I had Yorkshire Terriers. You saying they're not dogs? And if you want to see my Yorkshire Terriers, there's a whole series on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. They have their whole series. I think it's Pip and Paws Yorkshire Terriers or something like that it's called. And I'm doing from when I first had them as puppies, and I'm changing all my old footage into YouTube footage and make it a series, so you'll see them have puppies of their own. Steve's got Rover. Yeah, Rover's cute. If any of you haven't seen Rover, go over to Steve and Tina Jewell channel. Rover appears in pretty much a lot of their videos. Same here, Steve, dogs. Yeah, dogs. We thought about it. We both love dogs, but we wanted to go out and about, and you can leave cats for a day. When we had our night away, you put food down and they're all right, but you couldn't leave a dog. Okay, one more. A man from North Carolina has a record-breaking collection of 405 back scratchers. A man from North Carolina has a record-breaking collection of 405 back scratchers. Is that true or is that false? True or false? You didn't hear the question. A man from North Carolina has a record-breaking collection of 405 back scratchers. You know what you scratch your back with? A back scratcher.
Oh, back scratcher. On his back.
It doesn't help. Mike's outside and I'm inside. Back scratchers, not people to scratch your back. Yeah. So Mike's saying true. Steve's saying false. Sharon's saying false. The answer is false, but he does have 675 back scratchers. Mike wants one, he says. Okay, we're enjoying this. Let's do another one because we're all playing. True or false? A man from Italy has a collection of 5,000 do not disturb hotel door signs that he took from hotels that he has stayed at. A man from Italy has a collection of 5,000.
Oh, Italian? Oh, definitely.
Did you hear that? Mike saying, oh, an Italian, definitely. Why? Why Italian, definitely?
Thieving bastards.
You can't say that word. A man from Italy has a collection of 5,000 do not disturb hotel door signs that he took from hotels he has stayed at. True or false? Mike saying true. Steve's laughing at you.
You heard what I said.
Yes. Steve, just as I'm getting money back again, Mike, that's gone now. Steve saying true, Sharon saying true. You're all saying true. Well, you're all wrong. It's false because he's actually got 15,000.
Exactly.
As Mike said, yes, exactly. Mike said yes. Yeah, don't say it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, Steve's saying boss steward. Okay, true or false? Hungry rabbits can eat peppers, grapes, and mint leaves. True or false? Hungry rabbits can eat peppers, grapes, and mint leaves. Okay, false. Laugh out loud, says Sharon.
Well, I've got no idea what you said, so...
Hungry rabbits can eat peppers, grapes, and mint leaves.
Still didn't get it.
What bit?
Hungry rabbits can eat, and then he goes blank.
Peppers.
Who?
Peppers.
Peppers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapes.
Why would a rabbit eat peppers?
And mint leaves.
No, false.
Mike's saying false. Sorry if I'm too loud for you guys. He's outside.
All right.
Steve saying true. Sharon saying true.
Oh.
Mike says false. The answer is true. True. Oh, Sharon's changed to false. It's true.
Don't believe it.
It's true. If they're hungry, they will eat peppers, grapes, and mint leaves. Okay, let's do another animal one then. True or false? Squirrels can eat insects such as caterpillars. True or false? I'm just going to post a comment up here. And that's just because it doesn't mean anything. It's just because I'll get mixed up what you've saying true or false. So I know it's under there.
I said false because caterpillars are meat eaters.
No, squirrels, Mike.
All right. Squirrels won't eat caterpillars because they're not meat eaters.
Oh, Mike's saying, he's saying false because he's saying squirrels aren't meat eaters and caterpillars are surely meat. Okay. Okay, I'll do the answer. Okay. So Steve's saying false. Sharon's got to go. But she's saying false. So we'll do the answer. The answer is true. True, squirrels can eat insects such as caterpillars. Okay, thanks, Sharon, for being here. Really appreciate that. Mike's not happy with that one. Okay, let's do. Okay, let's get away from the animal kingdom. Fast Train was the original name of Innocent, a well-known smoothie producer. I wouldn't have a clue. Fast Train was the original name of Innocent, a well-known smoothie producer. Oh, I think I do know Innocent. Isn't that the little ones with like an angel halo on? Fast Train. Why would it be called Fast Train? Is it true or false? Fast Train was the original name of Innocent, a well-known smoothie producer.
True.
Mike's saying true. Steve's got questions.
Get off the shelf, Steve.
He's saying false. He always says he doesn't know, but he's guessing false. What did you say, Mike?
Get off the shelf.
No, before that, true or false?
True.
The answer is false. It was called Fast Tractor.
Oh, bugger.
Language.
Oh, it's all that split hairs.
Okay, let's do one more today. One more. Let's see. Okay, let's write down that I've done up to there. True or false? Recent research studies have concluded that pigs are often smarter than dogs. True or false?
True.
Mike saying true. Recent research studies have concluded that pigs are often smarter than dogs.
And it's not recent.
Mike saying true. Steve saying true.
Yeah, it's not recent.
Oh, sounds like Mike has inside knowledge. The answer is true. That was a good one to finish with. So let's do applause for my clever viewers. Well done. Steve says they may taste better as well. That is a very typical Steve comment. Well, I think we're finished there today on that lovely high. And Steve, that was pretty close, Mike, taking part. Maybe one time he might sit here and take part. Who knows? He's outside the window.
Bye, Steve.
Did you hear that, Steve? Mike saying hello to you. Hi to you.
Bye.
Oh, bye. He said bye. I thought he said hi. He said bye to you. Okay, so we're going to finish there today. Thank you so much for being here. As I say, Steve, you have got a mention coming up in a video, which should be up pretty soon. Steve saying bye. Oh, Gypsy and Gorilla, Vanilla Gorilla's just come. Just made the tail end. Have a great day. Hope he's well. Guys, do go and check out Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla channel. Nice variety on their channel. Lots of taste testing and gardening. And there's more gardening on their other channel, but they do little bits. And what they sell, what they buy. Really interesting channels, to go and check them out as well. So I'm going to finish there for today, and there's a link from Steve for their channel, so do check it out, and I will see you on Wednesday. So until then, have a good one, and as always, Meraki.